Hello everyone, I am Alfian and today we are going to solve the Hackerrank interview preparation section called the compare the triplets. In this case, we are trying to solve some sort of scoreboard for both Alice and Bob, and this is the mechanism example. And for the Alice, let's say it's a scoreboard in a form of an array, and also the Bob also has the same length of an array. The function description and the return and the input format and also the constraint. This is the sample input of the scoreboard of Alice, and this is from the Bob, and this is the sample output in a form of text, but we are trying to solve in a form of an array. So let's say the first score, the first iteration, it's 5, and then the Bob got 3. Then the result is the Alice will be, in this case the Alice has the highest score in the first iteration, and the score will be added by 1. And for the second iteration, they both have the same scores, and thus the score remains as is. So they are considered tie. And for the third one, Bob's score is more than the Alice score, thus the score of Bob will be counted by 1. That is the simple explanation that I can tell to you. And this is the sample input 1 in a form of several numbers that is separated by spaces in the first line, and this is the second line, and we will compare both of those lines as an array, and this is the sample output. And don't get tricked, because we are going to solve it in a form of an array that contains several numbers. This is the main function. We are using the TypeScript one for the sake of the video, and this is the boilerplate functions and the code and everything that will convert every line which is the space separated as an array. And this is the readLine function, and this is the main function that we will be filled. And this is the first parameter that accepts an array of numbers, and also the second parameter also accepts an array of number. And the output, as I said earlier, the output will only accept an array of numbers. So we are not console.log the space separated line or the space separated numbers, but we are going to solve it. We are going to create an output as an array of numbers. So let's do this by declaring the first variable called score A, and the initial value will be 0, and the score B, the initial value will also be 0. And then since we are iterating both arrays, let's say the first iteration 17 compared to 99, and then the second iteration compares the 28 with the 16, and the third iteration will compare 30 with the 8, and let's see which one is higher and if there is any ties between the arrays. Let's do this by using the for loop. For we are declaring the I as 0, and then I below, as long as I below the, this is the fundamental of the for loop function, I below the, let's say both of those arrays have the same length. So for the sake of this case, we are using the A array as the reference because they both have the same length of array. As long as the for loop, as long as the I is below the length, which is 3, and the I will be counted by 1, will be continue iterating, in other words. And then we are using the if function for the A parameter with the first iteration, which is the I, which is 0. The first element of the A parameter is higher than the B1, and then the score A will be counted by 1. This is the same as the with the plus and equal sign of 1. So in short, we are using the score A++. And we are using else if B, an element of B is, the current element of B is higher than the current element of A, the result will be score B is plus. So if both are ties, then none of the score will be added by 1, and the for loop will continue iterating until the length is met. So let's say we are iterating the let I and then 0, and then we'll be continue iterating to 1 and then 2. It will stop if the length is the same as the length of the A parameter, which is an array of number. And then the return, we are returning the score A and also the score B. Let's run the code. Okay, now it's completed. And the output is as expected. We don't have to worry about the string separated line because we already made the expected output from this array of number, and we are returning the score A with the score B in a form of an array. Okay, so let's submit this. Okay, so that's about it. I hope you understand this video, and if you have any other or more simpler solution, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.